All right, so a few days ago, we had a Korean vlogger who decided to visit India, and lo and behold, one of our Indian men, Indian men, he saw a tourist, foreigner, female, and he thought, yum, 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 breakfast. Yum, 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 Bob's vagine, fresh, yum, yum, yum. So he was very happy. He finally got to see a girl. Maybe the girls he normally sees in his area were all not up to the mark. Maybe this was yum, 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 yum. So what he decided is, I'm going to show her Indian tradition. I'll show the Indian culture. And he tried impressing her. Didn't work. Finally he said, I know the ultimate. Ultimate is, I will show her my masala dosa. Masala with my dosa, I'll show her. She'll be impressed. This is the best, cuisine. So lo and behold, he showed, here is masala dosa. I guess she didn't like his masala dosa so much. So she screamed and, well, because it was a live video, everyone got to see his masala dosa. And thanks to the Delhi Commission for Women or something like that, they complained to the police. Police took action. And now he can show his masala dosa to all the inmates. So as usual, I posted a video, shame on Indian men, to which our Bharatiya, our Indian brothers, very offended, oh my goodness. And one sister, by the way. And what amazing comments. It was like Russell Peters says, mind-blasting comments. One of them was, who is this? Yeah, the female said, how dare you speak of, Indian men or something like that. My father is an Indian. He's an Indian man. Oh, your father. Fantastic. Mind-blasting. Father is Indian man. Thank you for telling me that. So she's saying, and my father is very respectable and respectful. How dare you talk about Indian men? Arey Baba, who's talking about your father? I'm talking about this guy. He's Indian. I'm talking about him. She got offended. And she said, I'm unsubscribing. I was like, 0.0901 cent I lost revenue. Then there were other Indian men. Bastard! That's how they start a logical conversation. Bastard! You're saying he's Indian? You're also Indian. Huh? So what about you? What about me? I didn't show my masala dosa. So why you didn't show your masala dosa? Then why you're worried? One other guy, look at this YouTuber. What? Desperate for views. One man in 1.4 billion and he is trying to spoil the name of India. One man, only one. Rest all the Indian men are decent. Sure. Only one man, yeah. Only one, yeah. What? Then we had one other genius who told me, I dare you, something like that. I dare you to come to India and talk like this. Oof. Reminded me of those Indian movies. If you drink your mother's milk, mama's, dudu means milk. You come front of me, then talk. What all? Fantastic. Russell Peters always said it. Mind-blasting. Our Indian logic. However, out of all the comments, one was really worthwhile. And that guy, it seems he's a lawyer or something. So, I'm paraphrasing. He said that, Lloyd, don't you think women also have certain responsibilities? That is number one. And second one is, don't you think there are women who take advantage of this law? Women should be protected, whatever. And I've never said no. I've never denied it. In fact, I've put videos stating that. You see, my previous videos I've said, girls try to lure me and they show their body parts. I've never said girls are not responsible. In fact, this is a real example I'll give. Real example. I don't know if it happened in Thailand or it happened in Bali. Not too sure. Maybe in Thailand. This 18-year-old girl from Europe, Germany or Netherlands, Denmark, I'm not too sure, but 18-year-old young girl. She decided to come for a full moon party. Full moon is what they call a full moon party means full night. They will have music, dancing on the beach, alcohol, you know, food, and obviously alcohol is there, drugs will be there, and loose characters will be there, and half naked women and half naked men. Okay. So she decided to come all the way from Europe to Thailand. The best part, she came alone. Okay, that is number one. Second one is, she decided to go for this party alone. And third one, genius that she is, she was wearing skimpy outfits. Like the bikini was just a string only covering her opening in between the legs, only that much. And obviously she didn't have much of a breast because she was young, but it covered only a nipple. Okay. And it seems that she was so drunk, they said high, I don't know, alcohol or what, so drunk that she didn't know what happened until she woke up. And after she woke up also, she didn't remember. But where she realized she might have been raped was when she saw her clothes were not there, or that covering for her, small covering, that cloth that she had for her main part. And yes, she had bruises on her private parts and it was paining. Back, front, everything. Okay. She went to the hospital and found out, yes, she has been raped. Now, what am I going to say that what those men did is not their fault? No. Those men are animals. And where alcohol and drugs is there, men do not respect boundaries. But having said that, doesn't the girl have any responsibility? Wearing skimpy clothes, where it's like taking a piece of meat where there are hungry lions and standing there and showing the meat and saying, ha ha ha. You have to control yourself. Man, you're drunk, they are drunk. Why go to that place? Yes, those are savage animals. But why go there? It's like me jumping in a pit full of snakes and saying a snake bit me. And that also attracting, look at my body, see. Okay. And then on top of that, coming alone. Is that common sense? Traveling from where you stay to a new country, that also kind of a third world, where they target people like this. So now who's to blame? Tell me, who's to blame? For me, it's very simple. I would say this girl. Now, would I say she deserves it? I'm not going to say that. Okay? I'm not going to say she deserves it or doesn't deserve it. But, like this, what you sow, you shall reap. Every action has a reaction. Let's assume she didn't go there. She didn't go there alone, the first place, and flash her ting tong and ping pong and pom pom. And she didn't drink alcohol. Would it happen? Let's assume she was with a group of 20 guys and girls whom she knew. Father, mother, brother, sister, whomsoever. Obviously, they did not come for such crazy activities. Hopefully not. Let's say they came as a group. Chances of this happening? Slim to none. Let's assume instead of coming all the way to a third world country for all this jing bang, she did it in Europe where her friends are there. Would it happen? I doubt. So you have a certain degree of responsibility. I'll tell you, a few days ago, I took my baby to just collect a delivery of food which I'd ordered from one Indian restaurant. It's called Babu Indian Hot, whatever. So I took my daughter, and because she wanted to come out. When I went to pick up the food, I saw, lo and behold, one female walking towards the restaurant with two of her friends. And this female had a dress which was like a see-through, kind of grey, not grey, like black, but you can see through. and, sparkling, and not real diamonds, of course. But she was wearing a panty and bra. Completely see-through. In the night, I could see through it. It was that. Completely see-through. Now you tell me, is this appropriate? That also to a family restaurant. And then sometimes when we go to 7-Eleven or Tesco, see, here I'm walking in the forest without a shirt, okay. But when we go out, I'm fully covered. Here, it's a forest, it's empty. Okay, I'm making the videos. But the minute I go out, a restaurant or anywhere, I'm full covered. Okay, and we see some tourists, they'll wear guys. One guy actually, he was just wearing I don't know, boxer shorts or what it was. And his stomach hanging out and walking half naked, half tanned in the sun. One female was wearing actually swimwear. And some people took photographs and shared it in the groups. And in fact, the worst among these people is they are actually wearing bikini and going to temples and taking photo. One guy, he even did this. He went to a temple, talking about a guy I know, and he flashed his bum to take a photograph in front of a Buddha statue. We got caught by the police. So anyway, this was a guy. We have females doing that, sometimes popping up their cleavage. One actual female showed her tits just flashing. She got into trouble. So what I'm trying to tell you is, see, every action has a reaction. What I would say to these tourists, one is, say, look, one is what the guy did, 100% wrong. I'm not going to justify that. But on the other side, you take some personal responsibility of protecting yourself, your safety. Don't go out alone in a new country. What are you trying all this bravado nonsense? Which absolutely doesn't make sense. How are you? Which absolutely doesn't make sense. I mean, what kind of... you're going out all alone where there are strangers, where there are men, and where people act like most of the men, sadly, in these third world countries or even in India, or they act like they never seen a girl. You throw a piece of meat, they would want to jump on it and start humping it. These are men who they don't know how to act when they see a girl, man. So what are you going to do about it? Can you change them? Can you lecture them and say, respect women, all girls are your sisters? No, they are just, it's like someone who's starving for food, filled with testosterone. You're hanging a piece of meat in front of him, he's going to go berserk. These men, most of these men, they don't know how to behave. In fact, here's an open challenge to you. Just check how many boys in Indian system of education, schools, bring a girl in front of them, see how they act. They wouldn't know how to talk to the girl. Forget talk, they don't know how to react. They'll be, Put Indian boys, try to mix them up with the girls. They wouldn't know how to interact. For them, girl is like, oh, girl. Yeah, because this is the Indian style of upbringing. So, tourists have to take bloody responsibility. This Japanese girl, in Holi, she got smeared with all that. Where is her bloody group? Where is her tour manager or whatever? Didn't they warn her? See, listen, you'll get mad people drunk and all that. Forget tourists. When I go out with my daughter and my wife, we constantly take precaution, man. You can get a drunk group, you can get a mad crowd, you don't know what will happen. These people are so stupid here sometimes. I have that anger and irritation sometimes in me. You bloody deserved it. Sometimes I feel like telling them that. So stupid, yeah. Have a little bit of personal response. It's like driving without a helmet and you fell down and, oh, I got injured. Yeah, because you're a dumb fuck. One is you didn't wear a helmet. Second one is you shouldn't be driving if you are not confident. Again, stupid. So the point I'm trying to make here is, yes, women are not saints. I've said that so many times. You don't have to tell me about it. I'm the first one who tells you, women and their tears and sob stories and all that, never fall for it. That's number one. And number two is, do women have a responsibility? 100%. Like if my daughter were to go out, you think I'm going to just let her out like that? She doesn't have any responsibility to take care of herself, or she's going in the night all alone. You think I'm not going to take enough and more safety precautions? Come on, man. It's common sense is uncommon. That is why we have all such incidents. That guy, anyway, his masala dosa should be fried, deep fried, and put it up his rear end. Let him be named and shamed, and his family bloody beat the daylights out of him. And then he'll learn next time to flash his package to people. And let him get made fun of. Then he'll realize. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You agree, disagree? Alright? Guys, take care. Ciao.